All right, we're joined with Bill Dressel, Executive Director of the New Jersey State League of Municipalities, on his birthday. Bill, the deregulation bill, that's what's basically being called here. First of all, explain what it is from your point of view, because the league opposes it.
From the municipal perspective, we have to go back to 2006 when Verizon negotiated through legislation a statewide franchise for the installation of FiOS. And basically, we were instrumental in making the point that if you're going to get the statewide franchise, meaning that you do not have to have individual negotiations with all 566 municipalities, that literally you can go in and be able to install your cable, your FiOS, if you will, to every resident, taxpayer, our commercial and residential citizen in that municipality. And basically for that they were able to provide for us a higher fee of 4% of the basic cable rate that would go back to the municipalities to offset property taxes. And it would also provide that they would give free internet and cable services to the municipality, to the municipal building, to the firehouse, to the library, senior citizens center, that you would be able to do public broadcasting. You would be able to have the meetings of the mayor and governing body. You would be able to have the school board meetings. It's basically more transparency, and we felt that that was a good concession. That was normally a part of the agreement, you know, between the town and the company when they had the franchise agreement. But this would basically assure us that that would be something that we would get. What has happened over the years is that now the other cable companies that also provide these services want the same kind of statewide franchise. But I think that what they're seeing now is that in order to be able to get that franchise, they would have to live by the concessions that were granted by Verizon. And they're too rich. And what we're seeing now is that they want to basically retrench. They don't want to provide, you know, through the previous legislation, the free internet and cable services. And they don't want to particularly pay the 4%. And they're objecting to the oversight of the Board of Public Utilities. And we really want all, you know, we want them to abide by the same rules, and we want Verizon and all of the incumbent cable providers to basically have the same oversight. There has to be oversight. Somebody has to be in control. Should it be the Board of Public Utilities? We would argue yes. But we would also be open to other avenues that where if there is an appeal by, you know, a citizens group or by the municipality that they're not comfortable with the plan that would be advanced by a cable company or Verizon, there would be an appeal procedure. Under this process, under the bills that are being considered today, you don't really have that. It basically is filed with the Secretary of State. So bottom line, what we're looking for is to be able to keep the promises made back in 2006 when there was the original statewide franchise for FiOS installation for Verizon, that the rules of the game should continue to apply. If there are going to be changes made, not only are there consumer protection issues worthy of refusing to go with this bill today, but there also has to be consideration of the increased fee that should be paid by the cable companies from 2% to 4%. They should also be able to provide the free internet services to the municipality, to the firehouse, you know, not unlimited free access, a reasonable number, but clearly that has to be provided for. And there has to be protections for the consumer, and not just filing the final document with the Secretary of State, but there has to be an appeal process. And we're open to negotiations on that. But the bill as it presently exists, we find objectionable. We think it is not in the best interests of the public, the citizens, and there would be as it's drafted right now, a significant loss of revenues back to the municipalities in the reduction of that fee from 4% down to 2% for the renewals that the cable companies would have to provide if they wanted the statewide franchise.